Set now, they're racing. And the favourite left beautifully from the inside. Highest Award got out like an absolute shot. Jumping away very quickly. Passion Prince, or at least Long Weekend, goes forward likewise here on the outside. Mr. Mount Walker as Long Weekend strides to the lead. Guard the Safe occupied fourth placing, being followed over on the inside by Asymmetric, and then came Awesome Chatter. Almost a length away, Roch Legacy. Getting back into the field, Eurasia, Passion Prince, Miss Alfie, and whipping them all in is Run Like Fire as they come along the riverside of the track with 1,000 to go. It's Long Weekend who steadies them up in front, led the way from Mr. Mount Walker, travelling third the favourite. Highest Award over on the inside, travelling up their fourth, Awesome Chatter, a little deeper, going around the outside of Guard the Safe, and then came Passion Prince. So the Goldfields Galloper sitting outside of Asymmetric. Its stablemate Roch Legacy, the rider with the red cap, is next steadying, and then 2 lengths behind them to Eurasia, Miss Alfie, and Run Like Fire still brings up the tail end of the field. They leave the riverside, 500 from home in the last. Long Weekend by a length over Mr. Mount Walker. Highest Award sweats on the run here as they prepare to turn, and then on the outside, Awesome Chatter, Guard the Safe under some pressure behind them. Roch Legacy to the outside starts to work into the race as well. Passion Prince further back. Long Weekend is the leader. From on the outside, Mr. Mount Walker, the favourites hard at it. Highest Award, they haven't got to Long Weekend. Long Weekend in front, down the outside, Roch Legacy with a brilliant finishing run. Long Weekend, Roch Legacy diving, didn't quite get there. Long Weekend all the way. Long Weekend beat the fast finishing Roch Legacy. Highest Award close up with Mr. Mount Walker for third together. In behind those, Guard the Safe, Miss Alfie, followed by Asymmetric. Awesome Chatter has compounded. Run Like Fire further back in the field, then Passion Prince, and a long last is Eurasia. Long Weekend, Matty Derrick brings home a double. Number 2, Long Weekend over the fast finishing Roch Legacy. Highest Award got the nod for third in front of 9 Mr. Mount Walker. The interim numbers to the last are 2.589 in 1:36.30, and a neck is the official winning margin with a length second and third. So Long Weekend back in the winners list after 451 days for trainer Bill Luthwaite, by Pride of Dubai from Weekend Gossip, and written by Matty Derrick, booting home the second leg of a double, and has scored from Roch Legacy. Troy Turner for Justine Erkelenz, the Blackfriars gelding, and third Highest Award, the favourite by Mahuta, Merrill Haley, Brandon Louis. 35.07 the last 600 metres, and that's win 7 from 26 for Long Weekend, but has been out of the winner's circle for a little period of time, but bouncing back today for owners D. Martin and R. Hill, O'Hubber, J. Duffy, A. Berry, C. Chapman, M. Nucky, T. Dunleavy, also R. Payne, M. Meehan, J. Munro, D. Hambleton, P. Capononi, C. Sargent, W. Harrington, and Bill Luthwaite's yard too, with a change of luck in the metro area with Matty Derrick aboard, doing it from start to finish, and 1:36.30 ran the clock again. So the track's certainly on the faster side throughout the course of the afternoon. They've allowed them to run, and this was able to fight hard. Roch Legacy was certainly pulling ground off it late. Highest Award just couldn't let down and sprint over there near the inside. But she held her own with Mr. Mount Walker, and it was daylight back to the others. As Lockie joins us from down in the enclosure after this all-the-way victory of Long Weekend in the final event, Lock.
Thank you, Darren. I'm now joined by winning trainer Bill Luthwaite after the win of Long Weekend. Bill, out to the mile for the first time. What were you thinking coming into today in regards to stepping up in trip?
Well, we hadn't tried him at that distance before, so we'd give him a go. Maddie was pretty confident she could ease him come around the bend and then try and skip clear. I was hopeful, and she pulled it off. Fantastic.
He's been racing well on speed over 1,400 metres. Did he just need a few more runs to just, I guess, allow him to relax out in front over the mile today?
He's always been a quirky horse. We got him to Cal and took him a couple of runs, and then he put 5 in a row. Same now. He's hasn't come to his peak. His demeanour has just gone back to that time frame, if you like. And I thought today the way he presented, and he's back there, but could he put it on the ground? He did. So yeah.
He's clearly a horse with a great winning record. That was his 7th career win from 26 career starts. Are you hoping that now he's back in some form? He hadn't won for almost a year and a half, that he can actually go on with it and can potentially go to a 66 plus or a 72 plus on a Saturday and be more than competitive now that you know that he can run the mile?
Well, we're obviously going to operate there now, and the owners is a good group of guys, and they'll be pushing me to keep coming back to Ascot.
Well, it's hard to argue when you have days like this.
I like the winners bar.
Exactly right. Who doesn't? Well done, Bill.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
There's Bill Luthwaite after the win of a long weekend, and Scott, a horse that Bill admitted himself he didn't. He was hopeful that he'd run the mile. For mine, I wasn't sure if he'd run the mile. I'm sure you were in a similar vein, but the way he ran that out, I wouldn't have thought that the mile would be any type of issue moving forward, because I thought he was nice and strong through the line.
No, exactly right. I mean, I popped him in for 3rd, but I couldn't have had him much higher than that, purely with the not knowing whether or not he could run that mile out. But Maddie Derrick certainly proving herself a very astute front-running rider. 2 winners here today, both all the way. One over 1,000 metres in City Angel for Steve Ryan, and one here in the last over a mile. So she's doing a good job at the moment. We'll ask her too about her ride on the weekend. Capricorn Man goes to a Saturday event, and a much tougher race on the weekend than what he's been meeting, but she's certainly got Capricorn Man going well out in front as well. Maddie, it's a nice reward for Bill, because he's been pretty patient with his horse since he obviously won a lot of races at Kalgoorlie, but it's been a while since.
Yeah, it has, and he's been running nice races. I just think his pattern's changed a little bit as he's gotten older. I think he's lost a little bit of the sprint in his legs, so he needs to roll forward and just get in that nice rhythm, and he got the chance to do that today.
The best part about being in a rhythm is you can roll them along at a pretty genuine tempo, and you don't need to sort of worry about trying to slow him down.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, he relaxed pretty well today. I just got to take off around the 600 and just get rolling, and obviously with the short straight, and he just kicked off the turn, and it just made him awfully hard to run down. So credit to Bill, he's done a really good job with training this horse, and he's changed over time, but he's adapting to the new racing pattern.
2 here today, Capricorn Man a few times on a Saturday. You're enjoying being back at Ascot?
Yeah, definitely. I've always liked riding at Ascot, and it's good to get some winners here.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Maddie Derrick taking out the last with a long weekend, and Bill Luthwaite. After the break, and at 6 o'clock, we'll be back for the first episode of the Western Mail. Scotty and I will be joined by Darren McCauley and also our special guest, Chris Palmer.